You can go ahead and get the meeting started.
Okay, I will call the meeting to order and let's stand for the pledge. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And can we get a roll call, please?
Yes. So Director Brown is not here today. Director Hubbard is absent. Director Josie.
Here.
Director Kick.
Here.
Director McPherson.
Here.
Vice Chair Testa.
Here.
And Chair Branning is absent.
Okay. All right, great, thank you. Meeting open to the public. Do we have any members of the public who wish to speak?
I did not receive any comment cards today and nothing via email.
Okay, no one in the room that would like to speak. Okay. Then moving on to consent agenda. Recommend approval of all items on consent as follows. Does anyone want discussion or can we get a motion?
I'll move approval of the consent calendar.
I'll second with the note that there's no public comment on consent calendar.
Okay, so we have our motion and second, and can we get a roll call vote on that?
Do we need to do that? Because we don't have anybody,
I thought David was coming in.
so he's not yet. So I think we can do it in the room, can't we?
Okay,
The chair's
is that okay?
Yeah, chair's preference. I mean, if you want to be conservative in the event that he does join, you could do roll call.
Okay. that's
Okay,
Director Brown is absent, Director Hubbard is absent, Director Josie.
Aye.
Director Kick,
Aye.
Director McPherson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Testa,
aye.
and Chair Branning is absent.
Okay,
Motion passes.
motion passes, thank you. All right, then moving on to item 5. Resolution of the records appreciating the services of Melissa Hernandez.
Thank you, Chair Testa. Good afternoon, board members. Staff is requesting that the Board of Directors adopt Resolution 12-2024, appreciating the service of former Dublin Mayor and LAVTA board member Melissa Hernandez. Would you like me to read the resolution or would you like to?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, my back is to you, Melissa. So this is a resolution of the Board of Directors of the Livermore-Amador Valley Transit Authority, appreciating the services of Melissa Hernandez. Whereas Dublin Mayor Melissa Hernandez has served with distinction as a member of the Livermore-Amador Valley Transit Authority's Board of Directors since January 2019, representing the city of Dublin and the greater Tri-Valley area as a LAVTA board member. And whereas Mayor Hernandez served as the chair of the Livermore-Amador Valley Transit Authority Board of Directors in FY24, vice chair of the board in FY23, chair of the Finance and Administration Committee in FY21, and vice chair of the Finance and Administration Committee in FY19 and 20. And whereas her impact has transformed this agency through her years of exemplary service in these many leadership roles, her deep generosity, and her truly unique combination of pragmatic and visionary leadership. And whereas Mayor Hernandez's dedication and leadership in transportation has provided the region with a strong advocate who seeks to improve the quality of life for those who live and work in the Tri-Valley. And whereas, as a LAVTA board member, Mayor Hernandez contributed to many noteworthy projects and services, including the regional one-seat ride paratransit program, the shared autonomous vehicle demonstration project, the Alameda County Student Transit Pass program, the zero emissions bus transition plan, and the Tri-Valley Hub network integration study. And whereas Mayor Hernandez championed the agency's short and long-range transit plan to support its mission now and for future generations, setting a course for LAVTA to focus its work on building equitable service that serves all Tri-Valley residents. And whereas through her Mayor Hernandez's participation on the boards of Alameda County Transportation Commission, the Tri-Valley San Joaquin Valley Regional Rail Authority, San Joaquin Regional Rail Commission, and the Innovate 680 Policy Advisory Council, she strongly advocated for more innovative regional transportation solutions and for the Livermore-Amador Valley Transit Authority. And whereas Mayor Hernandez helped lead the agency through difficult and proactive decisions made necessary during the COVID-19 pandemic, which required great courage, patience, and resolve from all board members. And now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Directors of the Livermore-Amador Valley Transit Authority that the board and staff express their enduring gratitude and appreciation for the exceptional service provided by Mayor Melissa Hernandez in the furtherance of the mission, goals, and values of LAVTA.
Right, fantastic. All right, well, so we need a motion to recommend adoption of resolution 21/2024.
I feel like before I vote, I need to see that.
Oh, yeah, so we have some things for you. First of all, we have a very small frame resolution for you, and we'll come take a picture.
Okay.
So. And then the really cool. Good certainly cool.
I'll know where to call. I'll just say a few words before you get
Yeah.
to the vote, and I'll commit to take the vote. But wanted just to say thank you for this opportunity, and I wanted to say thank you to Tamara. I know that I probably know you the longest, on staff. And then Jennifer as well, but it takes a lot of great staff and also, our bus drivers, because without them, we wouldn't have this agency that we go. But for your patience, for answering my questions, for answering my phone calls when we were, you're the interim executive director, but honestly, just to be able to be there for the board is really. A few things that I wanted to add is, during COVID that we did, move quickly, and so I appreciate all the staff for doing that as well. Because I know that it was a pivot that we all had to take moving forward without, having any notice at all whatsoever. But also the fact that you forgot to put the rodeo in there.
Oh, yeah, I did. Let's just edit it.
But I always like to say, and I've been saying this, throughout the last several months, it happened very quickly. And the fact that, I won't be going anywhere because I will be representing the entire Tri Valley, the unincorporated areas, and also a portion of Hayward, and obviously Capture Valley, which is just the biggest population in Dublin. But that portion is unincorporated as of yet, as of now. But just wanted to say that I want to thank, all of the great folks, all of this team for coming on it, and also, I always say, you can deal with me, you can deal with anybody. Because of the fact that I always feel like I'm a little bit, a person that likes perfection and likes certain things a certain way. But it's not because I'm being stubborn, it's because I want to do it for our writers. And I want to make sure that we accomplish the needs that we need to for our writers, because that's what we're here for. But I will be, so obviously, being the protector and the defender of the Tri Valley, not just of Dublin, but of all the different areas. So I look forward to working together in LAVTA as the years to come as a new park director over in a bigger agency. We almost 5,000 employees, and so it's definitely different than assisting in running the city, but it's going to be such a great opportunity, and I know that I will do a good job for all of you. So thank you so much for the recognition. Thank you.
Pictures before or after the resolution?
Oh, I don't know, what the other.
I'll move approval.
My city does it different than your cities,
Yeah.
we have, different
We
ways.
don't do it too often here.
I'll move approval, with a friendly amendment that we also remember the rodeo rodeo.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to second that.
Right.
Okay, and so we have our motion and a second, can we get a roll call?
Yeah, we didn't have any public comments. So Director Brown is absent, Director Hubbard is absent, Director Josie.
Aye.
Director Kick.
Aye.
Director McCormiston,
Absolutely, yes.
Vice Chair Testa,
Absolutely.
and Chair Browning is absent. Motion passes.
The picture.
Okay, wonderful, so we're gonna do a picture then.
Yeah, Christy,
Your contact picture on my phone is of you driving the bus. And it's too. So every time you call, there you are driving the bus. All right, so who's in the picture?
you
Okay.
and Melissa, I'll take
Oh,
it with
it's
your
just like
phone.
this, not. How, oh, yeah.
We're all gonna be in it, right?
Yeah. I think we should.
I'm not in picture taking style either, so. Okay, we'll stand next to each other. Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
Where do you want it? Where do you want it? It's always gonna sound. It's also reflected if you drive by it. Pick it up. Right now, I'm gonna go. Stand up there. So I'll sit next to my Melissa, Melissa.
So I've been
Yes.
here a half an hour and I get to get into this.
We're bringing back pictures. Thank you.
Hey.
I know.
Okay.
You can see my dumb picture.
Sorry, rodeo.
I actually share a office with the board directors, so
Oh, okay, so we'll just send more wheel stuff to you.
they get that in.
Awesome. Okay,
Okay, well, that was the fun part.
all right, I vote.
So we'll move on to item 6. Award on-call task order number 4, hydrogen fueling station and hydrogen fuel cell bus deployment, project management and technical consulting.
No, well, thank you, Chair Testa. This is an action item for your consideration to award task order number 4 to our on-call zero emissions bus consultants, CTE, the California Transportation Center for Transportation and the Environment. Sorry about that. I just thought the C was California. To support us as we transition to our hydrogen technology. We are joined today by CTE staff member Nikki Rinaldi Elavid and LAVTA Capital Projects Manager Dave Massa. I will just briefly do an overview of this item since this did go to projects and services last week. We are preparing for the implementation of our zero emissions bus plan, which calls for a 100% fuel cell bus by 2034. We are anticipating our first zero emissions hydrogen bus to arrive in fiscal 27. And so we do need to prepare the infrastructure to receive this technology. Transitioning from diesel to hydrogen is complex, it's complicated. And LAVTA is, as such, LAVTA is working with our technical consultant CTE to help us as we select a hydrogen station vendor, as we model how much hydrogen we actually need for our buses. They will help us spec out our buses and then help us once those buses go on the line. So this is a big contract for us. This was included in our capital budget for fiscal 25. This will be 3 years of assistance with CTE helping us first build our fueling station, spec the buses, and then basically get the fueling station operational and then receive all of the buses. So the full proposal for CTE services is included as an attachment and it is summarized in your staff report. I will pause now and take any questions. Also, Nikki and Dave are also here if you have any specific questions.
Okay, so are there any questions, the board?
I'm gonna get my feet wet. So you went through a process of our selection. Can you just give me some idea
So
about that process?
we went through many years ago, an on-call zero emissions bus contract
Okay.
selection, and we selected CTE, Center for Transportation and the Environment, as our on-call consultant. They have worked with us on 3 projects so far. They developed our plan to transition to zero emissions buses, which we are required by the state to be zero emissions by 2040. So we had to come up with our transition plan. So that was their first task. They helped us with a grant last year. They're helping us with a grant this year, and then this is their 4th task order.
Okay, so this is a continuation and it sounds like they've done a lot for you.
Yes,
Okay.
and they are leading in the industry. They are who
Okay.
many transit agencies work with on this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great. Do we have any members of the public that have?
Not receive anything.
Okay, great. Then let's move on to motion to approve.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and our second roll call.
Yes, Director Brown is absent, Director Hubbard is absent, Director Josie.
Aye.
Director Kick,
Aye.
Director McForreston.
Aye.
Vice Chair Testa,
Aye.
and Chair Branding is absent, motion passes.
Okay, great. Well, then we will move on to item 7, establishing standing committees and memberships.
Thank you very much. This is your action item to consider your committee meeting membership as well as the chairs and vice chairs of the committees. The adopted policy of the board is that the chairs of the 2 standing committees be filled by the 2 jurisdictions who are not serving as the board's chair or vice chair, respectively. So the 2 committee chairs should be filled by the city of Dublin and the Alameda County representatives. That being said, attachment 1 includes the recommended committee composition. Staff are recommending Mike McCourtson, our newest board member, be chair of our finance and admin committee. And Supervisor David Haubert retain the position of chair as in projects and services. And I can answer any questions.
Any questions?
No.
Do you accept the nomination?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, so do we have any members of the public that we want to wait?
I did not receive any.
All right, thank you. Then we need a motion and a move approval. Second. All right, motion and second, so could we get a roll call, please?
Sure, and Director Brown is absent, Director Howard is absent, Director Josie. Aye. Director Kick,
Aye.
Director McCorston.
Aye.
Vice Chair Testa,
Aye.
and Chair Brandon is absent, motion passes.
Okay, great, thank you. Then we'll move on to item 8, appoint a LAVTA board member to the Innovate 680 Policy Advisory Committee.
Thank you. Yes, this is the recommendation to appoint board member Jean Josie as primary member on the Innovate 680 Policy Advisory Committee. The former Mayor Melissa Hernandez was our former representative on Innovate 680, and member Testa is our alternate. Staff, we reached out to member Testa. You recommended staying in your alternate position, and so with your recommendation that someone from the city of Dublin replace Melissa, staff are recommending Jean Josie replace Melissa Hernandez. With that, I can answer any questions.
All right, so I'll comment, my choice, I said I was willing to step up, but I'm not in Contra Costa County.
Right.
And in attending the meetings, I really think that LAVTA is better represented on that with Dublin, Contra Costa representative. So very happy to still be vice alternate anyway, if needed.
And I appreciate you being willing to go on the 10th because I'm unable to go on July 10th.
Right,
So I appreciate that very much.
yeah, okay. Okay, so with that, any other questions? No, all right, and any members of the public want to weigh in? No, okay, then let's get a motion to approve and
I'll make a motion.
there we go. A second, all right, thank you, Monica. And a second?
I'll second.
All right, great, so can we get a roll call, please?
Yeah, Director Brown is absent, Director Howard is absent, Director Josie.
Aye.
Director Kick.
Aye.
Director McCorston.
Aye.
Vice Chair Testa,
All right,
and then Chair Brandon is absent, motion passes.
okay, great. Moving right along. Then item number 9, the executive director's report.
Yes, thank you. It's just kicking it off with your report on ridership. The month of May represented the second full calendar month of service after the Wheels of Motion service change in March. And we are seeing ridership increases. So we're really, we're pleased with what we're seeing. Weekend ridership has exceeded pre-pandemic. I was preparing for a presentation that I'm giving in a few weeks, and I did some charts with our weekend ridership, and it's consistently we're up, and that's really, really great. Weekdays are not far behind. We will continue to get a better picture of how productive our Wheels in Motion network is as the months move on. A quick update on our Meadowlark Dairy. Just wanted to keep that on everyone's radar. We are still detouring our buses. I think things are going really well. So thank you again to the city and your staff. It's not perfect. We have someone removing cones in the middle of the night that we have to then, the city staff puts back. So it's, it's nothing is perfect, but it has worked. And we are now working on a plan to shut down the detour, given that school is starting in a few months or in a month and a half. So we may have to have a detour on top of our detour, just depending on how, the city's, when we want to shut down the dairy detour. So, but it's going really well and I'm really pleased. Route 52 to the Alameda County Fair kicked off on June 14th. We are seeing good ridership, about 100 daily riders on weekdays, and on weekends over 125 each day. So that's great. Just a quick note, we are displaying the Madden bus at the fair. And it is so hot that the bus is sinking into the asphalt.
That's not good.
So every day we have to send our maintenance director to move the bus. And so what we are going to do is pull the bus out of the fair tomorrow. It's just thinking too much and it's
Seriously.
too hot. So
asphalt.
we may discontinue having a bus on display, but
I didn't even like know that.
It's the gross weight of it, there's.
it's the
nothing
weight and it's
different
so
about the
hot.
bus itself.
Can we put it on on one of their paths that's not asphalt?
I will
It's not
second
gonna,
that.
it's
Yeah, I'm
sticking
good
to the
with that.
tar, the tar is melting.
Yeah, that's what it
So
is.
we could put it, if there was another place to put it that was on the dirt tracks, like over
Mhm.
closer to the barn. Instead of right there
Mhm.
on the asphalt, then we could perhaps still display it, although I have to say, when I was there weren't a lot of people hanging out by the bus. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, people are like, oh, look, there's the bus. As opposed to the first couple years. when
Yeah,
It was so
yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, right. Okay, just wanted to give you that update. It's hot out. The bus is thinking. LAVTA is partnering with Swiftly to implement a new real-time passenger prediction module. We all know how important quality real-time information is, especially for our transit riders. And so with the Swiftly product, they will boost the accuracy of our real-time feed and should improve the customer experience for our riders. The Dublin Transit Center garage ribbon cutting happened a few weeks ago on June 13th. Thank you for attending. We have a picture in your packet. Member Jean Josie attended as well as Supervisor David Popper.
And
Is it okay?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was behind them.
Board member. And I didn't put these two service updates in my report, but I wanted to mention them. Our new sign up starts August 10th. So all the routes are changing again, August 10th. So this feels sometimes maddening that you change things and then a few months later you change them again, but it's a big service change for us. BART is changing its schedule again. So that has a ripple effect, as you know, on all of our routes, and Emerald High is opening. So that also is something we are really paying close attention to. We will launch new route 201 to Emerald High on August 10th or thereabouts. I think school starts August 13th.
yes, indeed it does.
So as a reminder, we are launching our new service to Emerald High as a pilot. So we aren't going through the public hearing just yet. We will be bringing you the final recommended route profile sometime later this year, once we make sure that the demand that we expect to be removed from Dublin High and the demand that we expect from Emerald High is correct. So, but that's exciting. So August 10th is our next service change.
We might have to go out and ride that, you're not.
Yeah, the 201.
Yeah.
We have two new LAVTA staff. They're in the audience here. We've got Joy Liu, Senior Marketing and Communications Specialist, and Ethan Young, who is our Operations Analyst from over Fleet and ITS. Joy joins us from Innovate Tri-Valley. Ethan was an intern. And so, yeah, just graduated from UC Santa Cruz and joined us. Friday was his first day. And Joy's first day was last Wednesday. So we're very excited. We're fully staffed as of right now. And so really excited to have them. Staff attended a hydrogen fuel cell conference on Monday, June 17th. This was in Sacramento. Our capital project manager was in attendance. We are busy getting ready to submit our grant application to the Transit and Intercity Rail Capital Improvement Program. So we are partnering with Valley Link on the application for this cycle. I'm very excited about this. The scope of this project is our maintenance facility at Atlantis, always new money for Atlantis. We are requesting money for 12 expansion vehicles, 6 of which would be for fixed route service to implement our 2030 network. 6 would be microtransit vehicles for 3 new microtransit zones. We are pitching or including phase 1 of the Valley Link hydrogen production facilities to supply clean hydrogen energy to LAVTA, and a robust workforce development plan with Las Vegas College. So applications are due July 23rd. I think it's a pretty sweet package. And partnering with Valley Link does enable us to reach into the Central Valley, and there's a lot of competition in the Bay Area for these precious dollars. We will be reaching out to each of the cities for letters of support. I do not worry about getting those, but I'm very excited. We will learn about our Lono grant July 9th. So now David's here and
Evan.
Evan. Hi, David.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Moving on, we have once again received the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States for our FY 23 ACPR. Congratulations to Tamara for all her hard work. The letter from GFOA is included as an attachment to your executive director's report. This is our, what, 25th year in a row? Getting it, something like that. We
We've
received-
gotten every year it's been available.
Just a quick update, the California state budget, that has been passed. The budget agreement preserves the $5.1 billion for public transit capital projects that were secured last year. A few more updates, the strategic plan RFP is on the street and proposals are due in a few weeks. We are closing the office this Thursday for the 4th of July. And we're also closing on Friday, although it is a working day for staff. We are just closing the office to the public because we have a lot of staff on PTO. We have a reminder, the LAVTA Transit Board Seminar is July 13th to 16th in San Jose. If you're interested in attending, let me know. And lastly, we are having a triennial audit here next week. So this is a very big audit for us. We have been working for the better part of a year to have all the documents ready. I think we're in good hands. Tamara has been leading us through this year's process, and I think we have everything ready to go. And lastly, you have your stats in your packet. Again, ridership is looking strong. On-time performance, I want us to keep an eye on that. We're in the low 80s, so we don't want to dip below 80. That's gonna start really impacting our customers. So I'm gonna start talking to staff about really focusing in on that.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah,
What is impacting our on-time ridership, our on-time metrics? Because that's quite a bit off of our goal.
it is. I think it's worsening traffic.
Okay.
I believe it's worsening traffic. And so we just need to make sure, see if we have any trends, if there's areas where we need to add running time.
Okay. Is it do we know, based on the data you have in front of you, is it the first stop
I don't,
or is it throughout the day?
I believe it's throughout the day. I mean, all the time points are collected, so I think our first stop is usually pretty good. It's,
Okay.
routes
We're losing time throughout the day.
Yeah. Paratransit, just noting that the ridership of paratransit is kind of flat, which is not a bad thing. Paratransit is expensive for us, so May this year actually was about 0.5% down from May of last year. And Go Tri Valley is down as well, so that is the direction we want to see for that service. And I will conclude my report and answer any questions that you have.
Any questions?
I actually do have a question. When you adjusted the office open hours,
Mhm.
I don't know, what, a couple months ago?
We haven't done that yet.
Okay. When is that?
That will occur August 1st. So in
Okay.
the consent packet was the revised HR policy that included the new office hours. So
Okay, we just saw it. It just hasn't started.
it hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Never mind. I was gonna ask if it was going well.
We'll let you know.
Any other questions? Then, if not, moving on. I don't know if I should even say that I'm here for the record, maybe just mark me as absent. So the next meeting is scheduled for September 9th and we adjourn.
Right.
Nice.
David had his hand up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I just, nothing to initiate. I just wanted to commend LAVTA staff. The Alameda County Fair is going and the Madden bus is proudly and prominently displayed. And I know that we all take great pride in that. So great job, LAVTA.
David, you missed my update when I reported that the Madden bus is sinking at the fair. It is so hot, the bus is sinking into the asphalt or whatever. the
Yeah,
tires.
and the siding may melt off. I don't know, but yeah. Is it really sinking? Is that the truth?
Yes, it is the truth. We have to move the bus every day because it's sinking. So we will be removing the bus tomorrow. because it's gonna be real hot the next few
Hot this
days.
year, yeah.
And we'll be
Wow.
revisiting where the bus is staged and the ROI on the Madden bus at the
Quick
fair.
question on the sinking bus.
Yeah.
Is it it isn't the tires are melting. It is actually the asphalt is giving way.
Yes. The asphalt. So when you go in the fair and you see some like grooves, that'll probably be where the bus was.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was kind of crazy.
All right.
it's hot out here.
You can't make this stuff up.
No.
Hey,
Anything else
David,
from-
real quick, what is the last day of the fair? Last day of the-
Yes, it goes through July 7th. This upcoming Sunday will be the last day this year. But it
it's-
will be
it's-
105 degrees forecasted, I think, on Wednesday. So
Pull the
be
bus down.
careful, everyone.
We're just coordinating to the fair.
Okay, thank you.
Any other items from the board? Then hearing none, again, adjourned to September 9th, for real.